Morning everyone. Today we're going to pick up that new planter and we're going to do it for real this time. So we borrowed this trailer from a neighbor. It should be long enough to haul it. The farmers we're buying it from are right next to a John Deere dealership, so we're going to load it off of their dock, their loading dock, so it should work out.
Like the outside wheels don't.
They weren't going to. They're going to be off the trailer. That's on if you want to put some air
Some
in
more
there.
air.
Hanging over on your driver's side, I
Yeah.
guess.
There's another one up there just like that, but I didn't know.
More than enough.
I didn't. I
You
don't.
only need about half a box.
Right. And I don't know if you want a double stack.
Just a minute. There you go. Okay. Unhook your stuff first.
And set it all the way across the trailer and back the planter up on it so the outside wheels would sit on it. You know, if it's a good bridge plank, it might hold without breaking. I don't know. The 3-footer isn't where it's supposed to be in the shop.
Solid. But that's what I want.
Don't get those flanges pinched.
Yeah. That hurts. Well, we got it loaded on the trailer. It's a little bit wider than we thought. So hopefully we can get it home without hitting anything. Just stopped for fuel. We're gonna check things over, make sure nothing shifted. So far it's been pulling pretty good. Haven't noticed any problems. Everything looks good.
a sweet deal.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, we successfully got it back home without hitting anything, at least not that I know of. We're just gonna leave it sit here at the elevator over the weekend. We gotta get our tractor out of the shed. It's still hooked up to the strip till bar. We gotta put the fold box in it, and then we're gonna take it over to a local auction company and use their loading dock to unload it. So it'll sit here over the weekend, and we'll pick this back up on Monday. Well, it's Monday morning. I'm taking the tractor over to the auction. We're gonna get that planter home. Yesterday we put this fold box in the planter. We have to have that in here in order to raise it up to get it off the trailer. So we're gonna get it home hopefully before it starts raining. They're calling for rain today around 10 o'clock. It's, I don't know, about 8 o'clock now. So hopefully we can get it home and get it in the shed and then start doing some work to it maybe this week. I got 1 and 2 in flow. I got 1 and 2 are in flow. Just stick it in a different one. Sometimes that works, and then take it back out. Hey, we're just trying to get this planter hooked up and pull off the trailer. Which hoses need to be hooked up to run the raise and all that? The 2 big ones need to be in their own bank. So the 2 big ones need to be side by side in one remote.
Transport.
It's going. All right, we got it. Well, we successfully got it off the trailer. We were having some trouble trying to figure out how to hook the hydraulic hoses up, so I had to give the owners a call, the previous owners. But we got it figured out. We got it off the trailer, and it's just starting to sprinkle, so I'm gonna hurry up and get home and get this thing put away. Well, we got in the shed. It was raining kind of lightly the whole way here. I'm just gonna shut the shed doors up because I've got to go to a tax appointment, and then maybe after we get done with that, we'll come back out here and we need to go over just some replacement wear parts and kind of see what we need to get on order, but I got to get to my appointment. All right, back from the tax appointment. That was not as painful as I thought it was gonna be. So now that we got this planter home, I can kind of go over a few things of what made us want to buy this planter. It is pretty old, so you might be wondering, you know, why would you get such an old planter? But this is a big upgrade from our old planter. Our old planter was at Kinze, and it was just a plain ground drive finger pickup planter. It had spring down pressure. It didn't have a whole lot of adjustment as far as when you're going through the field, as far as depth wise. This planter has a few options that will be a big improvement over what we had. So this planter has what you call air force. And what that means is it's got an airbag. You can see right here. It's got an airbag on each row. It actually has two airbags. If I can move this out of the way. Underneath here, you can see that there's a small airbag on the bottom and a big airbag on top. And what that does is, as you're going through the field and you get into some harder soil or some lighter soil, it will push down in the heavy soil and it will pick up in the light soil, so you're getting your seed at a more consistent depth. And how that works is there's weigh pins scattered across this planter. I believe there's 6 of them. Let's see if I can find one. So right here, this is a weigh pin, and these gauge wheels. These gauge wheels actually pick up when you put the planter in the ground, and that's what controls how deep you plant your seed. Well, when it hits up here, there's a weigh pin or a load cell, whatever you want to call it, and that takes a reading of how much force it's taking to push that seed into the ground. So if it says it needs more force, it's going to put more air in the top airbags. If it says, oh, we're going a little too deep, we don't need as much, it might either lighten the top airbags or actually start picking up on the row if it needs to. And all that will be done automatically as you go through the field. So as long as we have our weight setting set right, it should do it on our own and we won't have to mess with it. Now this planter is still ground driven like our old planter, and what that means is when you put the planter in the ground, the transport wheels have a chain hooked to them, and they will transfer the energy to the shafts that run each row unit, turning the meters to drop the seed in the ground. So it's not capable of any variable rate or anything like that, but it could easily be switched over to hydraulic drive if we wanted to do that in the future. It does have row flow, and what that is right here. You see this air line? It goes to a clutch right here. Now the planter monitor is hooked to GPS, so as I'm going through the field, if there's a spot where I need to overlap and go back over a spot that's already been planted, it will pick up on that GPS signal and kick out starting from whichever side I'm overlapping. It'll start on that side and shut off 2 rows at a time until I'm through that spot. Those air row clutches, that just allows us to save quite a bit of seed because we have a lot of goofy shaped fields. And those triangles and those curves and whatnot, it'll shut off as you go through when you overlap. Save us a lot of money. The row unit is pretty much set up the same as our old planter. It has row cleaners, no-till coulters, and then the standard seed openers, gauge wheels, and then press wheels on the back. Now the last major thing that this planter has that our old one didn't have is called a Precision Planting 2020 monitor. And what that does is it will map out your seed placement. It'll tell you if you're planting singles, doubles, skips, whatever. Sometimes if you don't have your air pressure set just right, if it's too high, it'll grab 2 seeds at one time and plant doubles. If it's too low, you might miss a seed here and there and you'll have skips. So ideally, you want each cell on that meter to pick up 1 seed and drop 1 seed at one place at one time. Now that monitor will give us a more accurate reading, and we'll know if we're doing a good job, if we need to do some adjusting, and it'll be a big improvement over our old planter. But that's pretty much it. This is just your pretty standard average planter. It's got a few bells and whistles on it that our old planter didn't have. It's quite a bit older. It's about 6 or 7 years older than ours, but it's had some maintenance done to it. It's in pretty good shape. It could use some cleaning up. It's a little bit dirty. We're gonna start going through probably later in the week and start going through this thing, seeing what we need for wear parts and what we need to start replacing on it. And we also have some guys coming out to go through all the precision stuff, make sure that stuff's all up to snuff, because we don't have any experience with it and we don't really know what we're doing. All right, that's gonna be it for this video. Now that we got it home, I'm really excited to get in the field. Hopefully in a couple months. The weather hasn't been too bad lately. They're calling for snow towards the middle of the week. But now that we got this thing home, I am pretty pumped to get it in the field and try it out. It's gonna be a huge improvement over planting corn with that Kinze. We are gonna keep that Kinze for beans, so this will strictly be a corn planter, but it's gonna be awesome, I know it. Anyways, if you like what you saw, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment if you have any concerns, questions, tips, whatever. So, we'll see you on the next one.